meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Checking in on the weather here a bit closer to home. Alana is live in Davis County. Alana, we're all kind of living through you today. It's beautiful.
The weather story is the fall colors and the heat, and the only way you can really get involved with those is if you're outside, Sarah. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it. You're taking that live view behind me. This is Holbrook Canyon, and you're starting to see in the lower elevations the colors turning over. And that is really exciting because we have to have some sense of fall. It may look like it, but gosh, it doesn't feel like it. But with dry conditions and clear skies on deck for this weekend, a lot of folks will be heading out. I want to show you where that peak fall foliage is. As you take that view, we know we're peaking in the high Uintas. On average, we see that in late September. Into the Wasatch Plateau, we've got higher color. Also for the Wasatch Mountains, moderate color. This weekend and next will be the best times to view for the Wasatch Mountains. Northern Utah, places like Logan Canyon, and even down south towards Brian Head. We're seeing those colors. We update this every week. We want you to make sure that you get out and enjoy when with our dry skies, you have the chance to do that. All right, live view from Park City Mountain where the Quakies are going yellow, and I love that view. The lift is spinning and the mountains look gorgeous. Summit County just really pretty this time of year. Clear skies, hard pressed to find a cloud today with this ridge of high pressure and control. It has dominated the weather story the last several days. That continues as we head into the weekend. You can see how that high pressure has set up and really act as a storm block in the western United States. Any bit of moisture going north, our last system lifting into Canada because we're very quiet with sunny skies and the warming trend we've been seeing. Let's take a look at those numbers right now. We've hit 101 in St. George, our 90th triple-digit day of the year, and we've got upper 80s right now along the Wasatch Front. We're going to squeak out 90. We did this yesterday with a high of 90, and we're going to get back into the 90s for the Wasatch Front. We're sitting that way in eastern Utah as you look towards Moab, and low 80s up in Cache Valley. 24-hour temperature change tells the story. The warming trend continues. Even if it's just a few degrees a day, our average this time of year in Salt Lake is 75. So we're well above that. The average in St. George is 88. Far cry from those numbers, and you can see throughout the state the warming trend bringing us on the up and up. Live view from Black Desert. Ivins hit 104 already today. Southwestern corner of the state with that sunshine, the red rock. It is hot, and they don't get much of a break here as we get through the weekend. They thought fall was sneaking in. No, it's fake fall in Utah because sometimes the ridge comes back. As we look at the most triple-digit days in St. George, the highest number we have is 96. That's the most on record. Today, as we hit our 90th, we take second place. So not kidding when we say the summer months were brutal in southern Utah, with the second most triple-digit days going down this year, hitting the history books. So heads up there. As we take a look at record potential for the weekend, we'll be flirting with records in northern Utah and St. George. So Salt Lake and St. George for the next 2 days. Monday, we start to see changes in Salt Lake. I think triple digits could linger in the south. We're going to bring in a little more cloud cover, but if we hit 100 in St. George, that will be the latest 100-degree reading on record for St. George ever. All right, weather pattern. Let's cool it a little bit. We're going into October, folks. As you look at the upper level futurecast here, you see the high on the move, moving through the weekend. It slides into position and it welcomes back the potential for a little bit of moisture. We also have two systems that will impact us. A weakening low into Southern California that will introduce more moisture into the state. And then you see that low in the Pacific Northwest. That drops in and brings a dry cold front Sunday into Monday to northern Utah. And that is going to assist in dropping our temperatures. We're still going to stay above average, but we're going to be closer to seasonal norms with low 80s on deck for northern Utah. Let's look at wet weather potential here. Futurecast is great because it shows us the increase of cloud cover. Quiet for your Saturday, but it starts to increase over the mountains with the clouds on Saturday, even more so on Sunday. Here we are by the afternoon. Into the afternoon and evening, you can't rule out an isolated high base thunderstorm in south central and southeastern Utah. Even on the eastern side of the state, all the way up to Uinta County, the possibility is there. The dry front coming through Sunday and Monday that's going to impact northern Utah doesn't have a ton of moisture with it. Temps for tomorrow, I go hot. I think we're going to be hot, folks. Peaking temperatures by Sunday with the help of those southwesterly winds. 103 in St. George. Here's a look at the St. George 7-day, and you're going to notice those numbers. Triple digits until Monday with record potential, and then when we cool, it's only to the upper 90s. Here's the Wasatch Front. We will see a bigger dip in northern Utah to start the work week. But our first week of fall coming in hot, 90s for the weekend, 80s next week, lots of sunshine, a very dry pattern setting up. We're closing out the month on Monday, and we are closing out with below average precipitation, lots of sunshine, and above average heat. Sarah, we'll send it back into you.
Okay, Alana, thank you. She mentioned one of the big weather stories today.